Hello! So today's wasn't technically requested, but you know what? It's gonna happen. These two are very similar, and I have to see which one will win. I would think the Obscuro has the upper hand on this one. Honestly, if it would have the chance of coming down to an ammo battle, I'd say the Cerberus had it, just because it has functionally infinite ammo. But I'm pretty sure the Obscuro has above and beyond more firepower. Well, unless they're in a super open map or something with buildings. So, we'll see. I could be completely wrong, like several other times. We'll see. The purple versus red. Sort of. They have very similar color schemes, too. So, on the top left, we have something or other. The Obscuro. And on the bottom right, we have the Cerberus. I'm going to consistently get these two mixed up, by the way. Alright, so apparently the Obscuro seems to like sitting on the ground for some reason. And it is getting pretty harshly punished for it. And, crap, it is eating those verticals. I stand completely directed. Alright, Cerberus wins it. Now, this is kind of a weird roundabout victory if Cerberus ends up winning with this consistently. Because then that would basically come to a situation where they've all basically just countered each other. But let's see. Can he do it 2 more times? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, his verticals won't work here, so he's probably going to lose this one. It would have been nice to have a map exclusion list, because then I probably could have excluded some of them. I'm going to watch from his angle just to see if there's a chance for them to hit, because I think if he launches from the center, they might be able to complete their arc, but they fly a little too high. I feel like some of the ones from Verdict Day and stuff like that made more sense as far as verticality is concerned. Because it makes more sense to just, like, for them to jump up in the air and shoot, instead of just flying in a perfect, long arc. Alright, so the Obscuro's definitely got the closer range advantage here, especially if it gets a cut in. I mean, it relies pretty heavily on the damage of that thing. It's usually going to be the thing that decides the fight. But they both love this pillar right now, so I guess we won't really get to see much of that. Yeah, how about that? Alright, so yeah, the Obscuro is almost certainly getting this one. Ta-da! He's almost roasted. Which is weird, because they've got pretty similar defenses and pretty similar weapons. It's just those missiles that did it. Alright. Next flippin' round. He just kind of flew into the mascot pile, by the way. I just figured there were 3 mascots in here, one the dumb build that I'm probably never going to use for anything. And I was making Cerberus at the time, so what the hell, why not? Also, one thing I forgot to mention last time, the Obscuro has the wrong head, technically. It's supposed to have the i4. Yeah, they don't come out with the i10 until next year. You have to upgrade your previous i model. But the i4 is not an FF, again, one of those weirdly random removed parts, but the i2 is. And it looks very similar, pretty dang near identical. So there it is. Oh, dope. Well, yeah, Cerberus is pretty well ahead here. Also, I think last fight I was mixing up Cerberus and Obscuro. You know what? Can I just call them verticals and moonlight? One's the blader, one's got the verticals. Alright. So, Blader is eating it pretty hard here. This is very, very, very decisive. Alright, there we go. So that is 2 to the Cerberus, and 1 to Obscuro. What was I doing here? Yeah, pushing buttons. Oh, wait. Did I get that second one wrong? There's a chance I got that second one wrong, and this is already 3 rounds. Oh well, we'll see a repeat here. Alrighty, so the Cerberus' missiles don't even matter in here. Actually, no, I did call the second one right, because I'm pretty sure I saw the Cerberus getting blown up, so there we go. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So that one was correct. So yeah, it is currently 2 to Cerberus and 1 to Obscuro. And I know it's Obscuro, it's just the way that I speak, I have a tendency to make it sound like an A inflection instead of an O sometimes. Almost like a weird Boston accent kind of thing, even though I have literally spent maybe a day in Boston. Oh, whatever. Alright. Obscuro's winning it pretty hard here. This is his domain. Nice. Alright. The Obscuro takes that one. And then final deciding round here. It's all up to you, map generator. Since apparently all of these fights are coming down to who can function on what map. What we get for having general purpose builds. Alright. Yeah, Cerberus is probably gonna take this one. Avoid it, you fool! Okay, yeah, so he did manage to avoid one of them. Not really a bias here, I just kind of want to see the, okay. Kind of torn on this one. So I want to see the Cerberus win. First of all, just to kind of have that whole, like, triangle going, like everybody counters somebody else. But at the same time, I kind of want to see this guy win, just to, you know, have him turn this whole thing around. But it looks like he's losing even on the gunfight front. Maybe not, actually. I can just turn it around. All depends on whether or not he's going to end up getting hit by some verticals. And the Cerberus has completely lost him. Oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think he might actually turn it around just because of that whole tracking issue. So yeah, the Cerberus won't always function on all maps, so he's going to end up getting confused because he has no radar whatsoever. Even with his tracking all the way up, he'll have a pretty decent memory of where the other guy's been and where he's probably going. But it's hard to say. Oh, man. Okay, so there we go. The Obscuro takes it. Very barely, just made it by means of, well, pretty much ambushing the other guy. But there we go. There you have it.